For this year's incubators, English National Ballet gave us free space to create and try out our processes and practice with the guidance of a choreographer and a mentor who was in the studio with us.
The lab is set up as spending 3 days exploring, experimenting with new ideas and keeping the possibilities open for new journeys ahead. So I really see the 3 days as a springboard of experimental exploration with 4 dance artists.
We feel like we're being squashed, and sometimes as a freelancer you can feel like your voice doesn't matter. So when companies like English National Ballet and Chisenhale Dance give you an opportunity to share your practice, it really changes everything.
As a freelancer, you have to normally do everything yourself. You have to find money to pay people, to have space, to have time, all those resources to be provided, the platform already, to just go in and be in a learning space, which is super open. All I can say is more please, because it's just very, very valuable.
In our world and work, everything is time pressured and restrictive, and it's hard to find space to try and experiment. This is a research space, this is a trying space, this is a space to try and also maybe fail, and that failure is a beautiful thing, and also then how can you feel supported and able to fail.
We've been exploring disability-led, inclusive and integrated practice. At the moment in the arts, we often think about driving towards this product, but you can't just go straight to the product. There has to be process, and opportunities like this offer you that process.
Providing choreographers with space and bodies and teams that are open to working together really allows for the development of ideas, but it also means that the development of ideas is inclusive of people all the way through that development process. I am a deaf dancer, and my access is already built into the kind of development process of new work. I think also bringing together dancers with various access needs is so important, that we build a community with each other as well. It gives us a pool to draw from for our own future work that again is just going to be better representing the population.
I'm definitely gaining more awareness of language used in artist spaces and how some language we use is inaccessible, and maybe we're using too much jargon language rather than like just language that everyone can access, and also how certain language doesn't include people with different abilities and different ways of moving.
We've explored both improv and text, and also quite a lot of set choreography. Quite often in accessible dance spaces is really, really improv focused, but to actually be able to explore choreography and look at how to make that work for everyone has been a really big challenge, but I've really enjoyed it. And I think I can take away from that kind of not to shy away from difficult things and to kind of keep going with them, push through them.
It feels like I've been on a year-long journey, and it's only been 3 days. And I think it's because of the generosity of having this incredible opportunity, the support of staff, the support of dance artists, 2 really interesting sort of communities coming together.
Alice has been really clear about sort of also breaking down the hierarchy of choreographer with, you know, the people who are dancing and working. We all bring our own experience, and it's all really valuable and really needed. For me, mentoring, it's not like a teaching connotation. It's more about exploration and owning what I have, what to offer, but not imposing anything. So just responding to what's being asked for.
I treasure the opportunity to have met Phoebe and the dancers, and I think the environment that they've created as a mini company, yeah, that's a pleasure to be party to.
If anyone would like to apply for this opportunity, I would say go for it. I'm just felt so incredibly supported and welcomed, and I would say to keep it open and keep it experimental and live in the moment, live in the now when you are doing the lab.
If anyone is thinking of applying to Ideas Incubator, I would say that I dare you to go for it. We are often looking for spaces to be listened to and to have an opportunity to play, and this space really offers you that. And if you're like me, if you don't like really long written applications, this isn't that. This is a short application, and it can also be done as a video.